to do two shows. Because we're really delighted to have along a gentleman who is really interesting, and he's just mentioned a few things. We thought we were just talking about one subject, but now he's not going to get away with it because now I have more information. So firstly, welcome, Derek.
Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Now, you've come along initially to talk about something that Suffolk Sport are doing,
yes,
and what you're doing with them,
yes,
to keep on the momentum from the Olympics.
Yes.
So would you like to touch on first what this project is?
Well, this project is called the Suffolk Aid Sports Foundation.
Right.
And what we are doing, we're trying to raise money to help the young athletes of the Suffolk area.
Okay.
To carry on from the 2012 legacy that we have for the Olympics.
Okay.
And what we're asking people to do is that if you have any old sports equipment that you're not using, because people start sports,
yes,
and then the next thing you know, and then all the stuff goes back into the garage.
Yes.
And all that. So we're asking those people to donate that sort of stuff to us.
Okay.
We have them refurbished, clean up, and then we plan to have a sale of the equipment at Cobblestone School around, I think, in October.
Okay, so that's good for people to know, whoever wants to come and
buy stuff as well.
Okay.
So we have support from quite a few companies within Ipswich, like BMW, W Coast in Felixstowe.
Oh, right, yes.
He's offered to get his staff to arrange the clothes in the proper manner so that people can see them in a nice way.
Lovely.
We have the Ipswich Sports Leisure Centre on Felixstowe Road.
Okay.
We also have DW Sports Leisure Centre, because they have equipment that they refurbish,
yes,
that they use. They change every so often, renewed all the time.
Yes.
So that's the sort of stuff we need. XL Windows also in Ipswich. It said they'll store the stuff for us and collect it, So we have quite a lot of companies that are really interested.
Well, they can see the good.
See the good.
Yeah.
Orford Park Hotel,
yeah,
the Spa and Leisure Centre, they plan to get us some equipment. So we have a lot of stuff that will be coming in.
Right, so there's a lot of companies that
which is great.
So how, if people are at home and they think, because obviously, like you've said, these are for the young athletes that
yes,
don't get any funding.
Any funding at all.
So to enable them to carry on their training.
Yes.
They need support.
We have a young athlete who has to go to Sheffield for swimming, and it's a long way, and it costs a lot of money.
It costs a lot of money.
So this is one, and this was started by Adam Baker, who is the Suffolk 2012 project manager.
Oh, okay.
For the council, and
this
is something that he decided to do.
Which is good cause. So if anybody's got any equipment they want to donate,
yes,
how do they go about that?
Well, we'll be putting bins at various locations.
Okay.
We like to have somewhere in Felixstowe. I have a lot in Ipswich, but if some company in Felixstowe could help, we will give them a bin where people put like tennis rackets, squash rackets and things like that. Because Ipswich Sports Club plan that they would restrain any rackets that needs doing for us. So the whole momentum is going at the moment, and we
perhaps could have a look out for that, or anything. Even DC Leisure may
help
you at
yes, if they can help us as well. Yeah, we appreciate
because they're normally very helpful with things.
Yes,
so
I have a telephone number if anybody wants to contact us.
Yes, if they can help in any way.
Yes, we have here Alan Baker, who is a project manager, and his telephone number is Ipswich 01473 260821. That's his telephone number.
Okay, so we can put that. We will put that on the interview on the website so that people can.
And these bins will also have a leaflet stick to the bin telling you where the contact is and so on.
Right. Okay. So it's all arranged like that. And obviously, this equipment will be refurbished.
We cleaned up, and then we'll have it all to present at the sale in October.
So please come back and tell us when that's due, so that we can, tell people that's coming.
So we're looking forward to our big launch on the 17th of July.
Right. Okay.
And we have the Mayor of Ipswich should be there. The new Mayor of Ipswich will be there to launch the project. Yeah. And we have the Torchbearers of the Olympic, and a lot of Olympic stars who were there also at the launch. So it's going to be a big launch.
Can people come along?
Yes, if you want to come along and see the launch, yes, we'd love to have you there. The more people, the better.
Right, okay. And that's on the 17th
That's the 17th of July, which is about 2 weeks' time, I think it is.
Coming up now.
So we're all excited about it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And that's at Foxhall Recycling.
Foxhall Recycling, yes, on Foxhall Road.
Foxhall Road, yes.
Going towards Martlesham Heath.
Again, we'll put all those details up, so if anybody wants to go along for the launch. Can people come along for the launch and bring stuff for you?
Yes, if they want that, they'd all accept it, yes.
Right, because that would be quite nice.
They come at the right place, the recycling place, so that would be great if they can come along, yes.
Come along and see that, okay. Now, just touching on, because I said to you, do you work for Suffolk Sport? You're a volunteer for Suffolk Sport.
Yes, I'm a volunteer for Suffolk Sports. I'm volunteer for the 2012 Legacy Committee, which is run by a gentleman by the name of Michael McCarthy.
Right.
And what we do, we do things like the Great East Swim.
Okay.
We do the cycling, like we had the cycling here in Ipswich a couple of weeks ago.
Yes.
We are volunteers for that. I'm also a volunteer fireman, which I go into old people's or senior citizens' home and tell them about fire safety, and I fit smoke detectors, which is supplied free of charge by the council. By the fire service. So
we could have done with you last week because ours was sleeping. A lot of you have got very irritated. My son ended up getting up there doing it. But
yes.
So, well, you do a lot then. And now, you're not mentioning it's very, very modest. Sure. You were actually a torchbearer.
Yes, I was a torchbearer in the Olympics, and I also took part in the opening ceremony of the Para Games.
Right. How was that? That must have been
amazing.
Was
unbelievable. An opportunity that, we never wanted to miss,
Yes.
And so it was, in fact, in 1948, and you may not be born yet, in 1948, I saw the Olympics when I was back, because I'm from Guyana in South America.
Right.
And went to the movies and we saw the Olympics in black and white.
God.
So I saw the torch there. I thought, that's fantastic. So I returned home and I made a torch out of a cone and stick it on a piece of wood,
Right.
I was running around the house and my mother said, what are you doing? I says, I saw the torch at the Olympics, She says, as long as you don't light it, the fire.
That's probably not good.
So from that, to get the opportunity to actually carry a torch, it was unbelievable.
So it was a lifelong, really
and
ambition to do it.
2 weeks ago, I had another great opportunity of going to Lord's Cricket Ground.
Wow.
Because I play a lot of cricket. I play cricket overseas in various places. I'm a lover of cricket.
So that's your sport?
That's my sport. So I was able to go to Lord's last week, 2 weeks ago, because I'm a professional Toastmaster as well.
Right, so you do a lot. How do you fit all this in?
Well, I try to. If I stop, I seize up, you see, so I keep going.
So you keep going.
So that's another something that an opportunity that I didn't thought I would have ever had.
Yeah.
To visit Lords. So I was into the long room of Lords where all the great cricketers. I saw things like Len Hutton, Benno, and all the great cricketers. Was beautiful.
You got to go and have a look.
And look at that. There was a dinner there. I was helping a colleague of mine. He was a master of ceremony, and I was sort of fitting in. And had a guided tour of the whole area. It is a wonderful place.
Well, the amount of voluntary work you're putting in, you deserve that, really, to get to, go and do things like that, really.
Mm-hmm. So. And funny enough, this month is 30 years since I started something called in the gym. I go to the gym pretty regular.
Yes.
It's called spinning.
Okay.
And in the gym, you're in a room and you have cycles and you have an instructor and you.
Right.
And 30 years ago, I started this, and I thought this morning, while I was doing it this morning in the gym, I thought, gracious, it's 30 years already. So time flies. 30 years. I've been working.
That's gone quite quickly.
It's gone quite quickly, You don't even notice it,
Yeah.
But once you keep up with these things, it's okay.
Yeah.
I'm also on the new Mayor of Ipswich Charity Committee.
Okay.
And we have quite a few functions planned in that. If I may mention
that.
Yes,
please do.
The Mayor's charity is the charities he support this year is for children charity each.
Okay. Oh right,
that's his charity, and we have on the 6th of November there's a Halloween dinner. That I give you all that information.
Yes, because we can put that up.
There's also a fashion show. There's also a cricket match against the Barbadian High Commission in London up here.
Wow.
And that's another thing. That's on the 8th of September. Arranged for that. And so there's lots of things. There's a curry night.
Right.
Yes, and on various other activities for them where to raise funds for his charity.
Okay.
And his charities each for the children in cerebral palsy and things,
which is an excellent charity.
Which is an excellent charity. So those are all the things that are
so being quite a lot. So we can just take a quick copy
of that. Yes, I can.
And we'll put the details up on the site.
Yes.
Anybody who wants to support any of that as well.
Yeah.
We'll also put up the date for this launch.
Yeah, that's very important. Yes.
Sports. For any recycling you want to do, and go along and obviously support it at the launch.
Because it's a great opportunity, really, a great opportunity. Well, as you know, there are lots of sports equipment lying about.
There is, isn't there?
And lots of people are
especially I think as well, younger people. Parents spend a lot of money. I want to do this, I want to do that, and then.
And you know how families may have 3 or 4 children.
Of course, yes.
And they have the football boots, and then the children grow out of it, and the boots just remain there. So we clean all of that up, and
there's a lot of equipment. People might initially think, I haven't got anything, but if they actually think,
yes, definitely,
then they will find something.
As you remember, some years ago, bread mixers was a very everybody bought them, and suddenly nobody does it anymore.
Very true.
So this is the sort of thing we're looking at.
That's the sort of thing. Okay. Well, we're going to put all the details on the site just to help people if you've missed dates or you've missed times or the time of the launch. So I don't think we mentioned.
It's at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock on the 17th of July.
So we'll put all that on, and we'll also put contact details on. If anybody wants to get in touch with Seven Sport, if you can help. Also, remember, we're looking for a venue in Felixstowe for them to
at a collection point,
a collection
point, invisible.
So if anybody has any contacts, or especially with DC Leisure, they would be wonderful. To help, because obviously it's a worthwhile.
It's also definitely a worthwhile cause. Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming along.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll grab all these details before you go, please, because there's a lot for people to remember.
Yes. Good.
I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you very much indeed.
We'll book it in. We will go along with film. So anybody who can't get out there, we'll film it.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Bye.